Good evening, and thank you for joining us on News Now. I'm Matt Zupanzik.
And I'm Vince Rebecki. If the cold weather and changing colored leaves hasn't been enough to remind you that fall is underway, then perhaps young children in costumes running through your neighborhoods will be. You may be surprised to learn that Halloween is less than 2 weeks away. Here's one story to share the good works this season with us is Sean Burris.
Hey Vince, for most of us, the idea of Halloween is an exciting time, especially for young children. Children look forward to participating along with their friends in Halloween parties, parades, and of course, trick-or-treating. But for some families in our area, the expense of buying costumes can be more than the family budget will allow. Fortunately, the volunteers from the nonprofit group, Jersey Cares, are doing something about this.
A single Halloween costume, mask, or crown can go a long way for a child whose family might not be able to afford it.
This is it kind of hit home because when I was younger, my parents didn't have the money to buy me costumes.
Volunteer Leslie Camarillo spent her day sorting and folding costumes at the nonprofit Jersey Cares Halloween donation drive, doing her part to make sure no boy or girl ever has to miss out on trick-or-treating again or feel like less than their friends.
They're not getting this kind of experience and they see their friends getting that experience. It kind of puts them down a bit.
For the 11th year now, Jersey Cares is looking to solve that by collecting new or gently used costumes, masks, and accessories for kids up to 14 years old. The goal? To ensure every child can feel confident, feel involved, and be able to participate in this age-old tradition.
To have a costume really might not seem like much, but for everyone who has them sitting around in their homes, from kids who've worn them for 1 year, never want to be, the witch or dog or whatever it was ever again, it really makes a huge difference for these kids who don't have it.
Costumes also allow them to participate in after-school activities, parties, and most, of course, trick-or-treating.
There's really something to be said about the imagination and the creativity that comes and gets involved with Halloween.
At the end of the drive, everything will be donated to various nonprofits, government agencies, and public schools across the state. Last year, the organization collected just over 3,900 costumes. This year, they're hoping to surpass 4,000. Jessica Layton, CBS 2 News.
Thank you for sharing that uplifting story with us, Sean. It is wonderful to witness the great works these volunteers are doing. It is impressive that this program has just developed in 11 years to be able to more than 4,000 children this year. Some of my fondest memories are from the Halloween traditions when I was young. It is important that the children helped by this organization will not miss their school and neighborhood Halloween traditions. Speaking of which, your costumes ready for this annual Glassboro Halloween Parade. This is not just for the young. All are encouraged to participate. Glassboro families, Rowan University students and faculty, parade participants will line up at the north end of Rowan Boulevard at 10 a.m. Saturday, October 26, rain or shine. This parade will conclude at the south end of Rowan Boulevard, where Barnes & Noble will generously provide participants with hot chocolate, trick-or-treat goodie bags. You won't want to miss out on this experience. We expect to see several families with costume children made possible by Jersey Cares volunteers, we learned in our broadcast today. Many volunteers will be attending the parade this year, enjoying witnessing their benefits of the program. And now to Cody Foley for some hopefully good news regarding the weather this upcoming week.
Hi, I'm Cody Foley, and welcome to the Rowan Broadcasting Weather Report. The forecast for today shows rain starting in the afternoon and a high of 66 degrees with a low of 51. Moderate rainfall is expected to start around 4 p.m. and continue late into the night, along with some strong winds. So make sure to bring an umbrella and coat with you to your classes later in the day and be ready for any possible delays in traffic. For tomorrow, we are expecting clear skies with very little chance of rain. Temperatures will be around the 50s in the morning, leading up to a high of 63 around noon, but we will later see a severe drop to the low 40s late into the night. So don't forget to bring a light jacket if you are leaving your house or dorm in the early morning or during nighttime. Thursday looks to be similar in terms of temperature and conditions, with clear skies and a fairly low amount of wind. There will be a high of 64 at noon with a drastic drop down to 40 as the hours progress into the late night. Again, it will be fairly cold late into the night, so be sure to stay warm and prepare to stay warm as the sun sets. Thank you for tuning into the weather report, and we will see you soon. And now to Matt for a developing story.
Thanks for the update, Cody. And now on to some important health news. The Center of Disease Control has been seeing a staggering increase in the amount of lung injuries which have been linked with vaping and e-cigarettes. They have found that as of October 15, 2019, 1,479 lung injury cases associated with the use of e-cigarettes or vaping products have been reported. In every case, they have found that every person who reported lung injury has used e-cigarettes containing THC. The CDC recommends that people stay away from using e-cigarettes altogether. However, the direct cause of the lung injuries are still unknown. No one compound or chemical has emerged as the cause of these illnesses, and it may be possible that there is more than one cause to this outbreak. The specific chemical exposure causing these lung injuries are still unknown at this time, with many different substances and product sources still under investigation. Now, let's check in with our sports analyst, Jacob Culp, with the latest scores.
Thank you, and now for sports news. Week 7 of the NFL season has just recently concluded, and there were numerous great games. The Minnesota Vikings defeated the Detroit Lions in a shootout, 42-30. Kirk Cousins continued his hot streak by throwing for 337 yards and 4 touchdowns. Wide receiver Adam Thielen injured his hamstring in the first quarter of the game while catching a 25-yard touchdown, but he did not return. For the Lions, Marvin Jones had a huge game, catching 4 touchdowns from quarterback Matthew Stafford. However, their comeback attempt fell short when a fourth-quarter pass attempt from Stafford was intercepted by Trey Waynes. For hockey news, the Philadelphia Flyers have finished their first 5 games of the season with a record of 2-2-1. They started off their season on a hot note, winning their first 2 games. They defeated the Chicago Blackhawks in the season opener in Prague for the NHL Global Series, and then defeated the New Jersey Devils 4-0 in their home opener. However, the hot start would quickly come to a halt when they lost to the Vancouver Canucks in a shootout, and then suffered 2 straight defeats to the Calgary Flames and the Edmonton Oilers. Newly extended center Travis Konecny has started off the season on a tear, with 3 goals and 4 assists in the first 5 games. The NBA season begins on October 22nd with defending NBA champion Toronto Raptors taking on the new-look New Orleans Pelicans. However, the Pelicans will be without their number 1 pick Zion Williamson due to a knee injury suffered in preseason. Williamson will miss the first 6 to 8 weeks of the season. The Raptors are looking to begin their defense of the title after losing their Finals MVP, Kawhi Leonard. The second game of the night will be a battle of the Staples Center. The Los Angeles Lakers with newly acquired superstar Anthony Davis will face the star-studded Los Angeles Clippers, who acquired Finals MVP Kawhi Leonard and MVP candidate Paul George. These 2 games should be a great way to kick off the NBA season. That is all we have here today. For Sports News, I'm Jake Culp.
Speaking of sports, Rowan University has made a rather unique partnership with Nerd Street Gamers to kick off a brand new esports program. Nerd Street Gamers is set to donate over $1 million for a 7,500 square foot gaming facility set to open on Rowan Boulevard. This facility would also have a broadcast studio and other amenities that would be used in collaboration with the university. Rowan University President Ali Hushman stated how it would, quote, offer our students hands-on training via internships and knowledge in a variety of fields that will prepare them to become leaders in technology, engineering, business, computer programming, and even broadcasting as it applies to this emerging industry, end quote. Only time will tell how this collaboration will come together and if it will bring Rowan into the world of professional video gaming competitions. Now, to Amanda Hulk for our next story.
Thank you, Matt. Now today in entertainment we have 3 up-and-coming movies. In the thriller ICU, Helen Hunt plays the wife of a small-town detective who's trying to find a missing boy, when strange things start happening in her own home that could possibly be putting her own son in danger. Complicating things, Hunt's character Jackie Harper is trying to get past the guilt of an extramarital affair. ICU comes to theaters December 6th. A secret team of scientists revive Vin Diesel from the dead, turning him into a superhuman in the movie Bloodshot. Diesel plays Marine Ray Gibson, who along with his wife was murdered. Memories start flooding back about his past life after he's resurrected, and he finds himself ready for revenge. Bloodshot hits theaters in February. The Crown has a new queen as it enters its 3rd season of the Netflix drama series. This series is based on Queen Elizabeth II. Olivia Colman takes over from the lead role from Claire Foy. This season, the Queen must adapt as the UK enters the 1960s. The season starts streaming November 19th. This is your entertainment. I'm Amanda Hulk, and now to Sean Barris with a special segment.
Thanks, Amanda. Today I figured we could all get more into the Halloween spirit, so I decided to ask around the Rowan campus and see just what everyone is planning on wearing for the weekend. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Trevor Latimer.
And what are you going to be for Halloween this year?
I want to be a princess.
Gonna be a princess?
Yeah.
Like a pretty one?
Very pretty.
Hi guys, and what's your name?
I'm Catherine. And I'm Erin.
And what are you guys gonna be for Halloween this year?
We're going to be a devil and an angel together. Yeah.
That sounds fun.
I'm Ben.
And what do you want to be for Halloween this year, Ben?
Frog Mussolini.
Frog Mussolini?
It's Mussolini in a frog costume.
Any... No. Is that it? Is that it?
Just Mussolini in a frog costume.
Pretty cool. Hi, what's your name?
Rachel.
And what are you gonna be for Halloween, Rachel?
I have a few costumes. I'm gonna be a deer for one.
Okay.
Me and my friends might dress up as Kiss, the band.
Nice.
I'm gonna be a referee, and I might do an alien.
Are you gonna be a blind referee?
No.
Oh, okay, because they're usually fairly blind this time of year. Thank you, Rachel.
You're welcome.
Hi, and what's your name?
Hi, my name's Tim.
So what are you gonna be for Halloween this year, Tim?
I'm going to be Monica Lewinsky.
All right. Well, I can only hope that I come up with an idea half as creative as those by this weekend. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Sean. Unfortunately, that's everything we have for you today. I'm Vince Rebecki.
And I'm Matt Zupanzik. Thanks for being with us this evening, and be sure to stop by tomorrow for more News Now.